We are already at episode number 10, and today we highlight another critical skill to have in the modern labor market: data analysis and interpretation. It's no hyperbole to say that modern society runs on data. Humanity generates an incredible 2.5 quintillion bytes of data daily. I honestly don't even know how many zeros it has. And it seems unlikely that metric will decline anytime soon. According to a recent report from the International Data Corporation, IDC, the global big data and business analytic market has expanded rapidly over the last several years, leaping from $122 billion in global revenue in 2015 to $274 billion in 2022. With the increasing emphasis on data-driven decision-making, candidates with data analysis and interpretation skills are highly sought after by hiring managers. You don't have to be a professional data analyst to possess data analysis skills. Employer needs those who can extract meaningful insights to inform strategic choices. In other words, if you have experience reading and understanding data, presenting them in readable formats, forecasting trends, and using data to inform decision and process, you should absolutely highlight this experience on your resume. Most recently, this skill has also involved at least an introductory understanding of data literacy, including foundation of data hygiene and data cleaning. In fact, according to a 2021 survey by Forrest Consulting, 82% of decision makers expect at least basic data literacy from all employees in their department. This means that they need their employees to not only effectively use data, but also reinitiate clean data from dirty data. First, it's essential to understand what a data analyst does. At the risk of stating the obvious, all data analysts are concerned, with data. They use technical tools to parse through large quantities of raw information and develop meaningful insights in the process. Data analysts are also often responsible for removing corrupted data, determining data quality, and preparing reports for their employers. All of these tasks, as you might have already guessed, require data analysts to have a well-developed toolbox of technical skills. Here, though, are the main two to focus on: data visualization. As the term suggests, data visualization is a person's ability to present data findings via graphics or other illustrations. The purpose of this is simple. It facilitates a better understanding of data-driven insights, even for those who aren't trained in data analysis. With data visualization, data analysts can help business decision makers who may lack advanced analytical training to identify patterns to understand complex ideas at a glance. This capability empowers you, the data analyst, to gain better understanding of a company's situation, convey useful insight to team leaders, and even shape company decision making for the better. Data visualization may even allow you to accomplish more than data analysts traditionally have. As one writer for SaaS Insights Notes said, data visualization is going to change the way our analysts work with data. They are going to be expected to respond to issues more rapidly, and they will need to be able to dig for more insights and look at data differently, more imaginatively. Data visualization will promote creative data exploration. According to a recent study conducted by LinkedIn Learning, recent graduates are much more likely to learn hard skills when they first enter the workforce. And these hard skills revolve around analyzing data and telling stories with insights gleaned from the data. The number one skill reported by participants, you guessed it, data visualization. Number two is data cleaning. As any Marie Kondo aficionado will tell you, cleaning is an invaluable part of achieving success, and data cleaning is no different. It's one of the most critical steps in assembling a functional machine learning model and often comprises a significant chunk of any data analyst's day. Although we often think of data scientists as spending most of their time tinkering with machine learning algorithms and models, the reality is somewhat different. Tech writer Ajay Sarangam notes for analytic training says most data scientists spend around 80% of their time cleaning data. Why? Because of a simple truth in machine learning. Better data beats fancier algorithms. With a properly cleaned dataset, even simple algorithms can generate remarkable insights. On the flip side, uncleared data can produce misleading patterns and lead a business toward mistaken conclusions. By necessity, data analyst qualifications require proper data cleaning skills, and there are no two ways around that. Alternatively, data interpretation refers to a person's ability to correctly extract and analyze meaningful information or data from various data sources such as charts, table, graphs, etc. It involves different steps like data requirements, data collection, data processing, and data analysis. Depending on the collected statistics and information, the individual should be able to formulate and present predictable positive outcomes. This is a very critical skill for the members of sales, finance, and IT domains primarily, but for any other team as well. Any team who would need to prepare reports, extract data, and draw analysis from the same. By unraveling the complexities of data, individuals and organizations can gain valuable insights into their operation, customers, market trends, and much more. Effective data interpretation involves examining the data's context, examining the variables at play, and utilizing appropriate analytical tools and techniques. These techniques can include statistical analysis, data visualization, indeed, and data modeling. Data interpretation is not limited to numerical data alone. It also encompasses the analysis of textual, visual, and qualitative data, providing a holistic understanding of the information at hand. This multidimensional approach allows for a comprehensive analysis that takes into account various factors and perspectives. In the realm of business, data interpretation is particularly valuable. It enables companies to identify patterns in consumer behavior, optimize marketing strategies, improve operational efficiency, and even mitigate risks. Decision makers rely on data interpretation to identify market trends, make accurate forecasts, and gain a competitive edge. Proficiency in data interpretation is becoming increasingly important in today's data-driven job market. Employers across various industries, not only in information technologies, seek candidates who can effectively analyze and interpret data to make informed decisions. Developing data and interpretation skills empower individuals to access and exploit the valuable insights hidden within data, unlocking new opportunities and driving organizational success. Some key aspects of data interpretation. Data interpretation, as I said before, encompasses various aspects that individuals must understand to effectively analyze and draw insights from data. Some of the essential subtopics within data interpretation include statistical analysis. A fundamental component of data interpretation involves applying statistical techniques to uncover patterns and relationships within data. This includes measures of central tendency, variability, correlation, and regression analysis. As well as stated before, data visualization. So data interpretation often involves visualizing data through graph, charts, and other visual representation. Effective data visualization techniques allow for better understanding and communication on insights derived from the data. Trend identification. In data interpretation, identifying trend is crucial. It involves observing patterns and changes over time, recognizing upwards or downwards movements, and determining the significance of these trends to make informed decisions. Outlier detection too. It also involves identifying outliers, which are data points that deviate significantly from the norm. Detection of outliers aids in understanding data anomalies, potential errors, or unique observations that may require further investigation. Then contextual analysis. Data interpretation requires understanding of the context in which the data exists. This includes considering external factors, historical trends, and industry-specific knowledge to interpret data accurately and derive meaningful conclusions. And finally, comparative analysis. Making meaningful comparisons between different data sets and subsets is important. This allows for benchmarking, trend analysis, and identification of variation or similarities that might provide valuable insights. There are no discovery guides in saying that data analysis, interpretation, or visualization isn't for everyone. You must like numbers. But if you are inside this circle, you definitely have to put it in your resume. I hope I managed to explain it simply. The language used isn't quite my vocabulary either, but I tried. Thank you.